What's going on, YouTube? James here. Welcome back to James Talks Movies, where today I'm going to be doing kind of just a little quick review of the newest biographical film that has came out that is about the life of one of our former presidents, Ronald Reagan. And this movie is directed by Sean McNair, and other than this movie, I actually haven't seen a lot of Sean McNair's work. I've only seen one of his movies called Soul Surfer, and Soul Surfer was a really good movie, but I've heard lots of his movies were like hit and miss, so I didn't really know what to expect going into it. And also, one thing that also had me interested to see this movie, other than learning a lot, hopefully, about Ronald Reagan, was the man playing Ronald Reagan was Dennis Quaid. And Dennis Quaid, in my opinion, is a very underrated actor. I think he should definitely be in more high-profile movies like these because he is a really good actor. The general movie-going audience probably know him most from the movie The Parent Trap, which he's also really good in. And so I was just really excited to see him portray Ronald Reagan. And just to kind of get into quickly what I thought about this movie, because I don't think there's a lot to say about it. It's a very standard run-of-the-mills biopic that I don't think is goes deep into it, his life and kind of him, the person, as I thought they should have. The movie is not following Ronald Reagan. It's not the movie is not going through his point of view. The point of view is from one of his former KBG agents, which I forgot who they named him in the movie, but it's going through his perspective and kind of him telling the story of like everything he's witnessed in Ronald Reagan's life. And to start off with one of my negatives of the movie, I think that was a terrible decision choice. I really like when biopics are able to kind of focus and get into the inner mind of the main character that it's telling about, so then we know what the historical figure is thinking or what they thought within the process. But having this KGB agent kind of telling the story, we don't really get to see a lot of the trials and tribulations that Ronald Reagan went through, because it's not really focused on him. It's just enough plot story thread to kind of tell the basics of Ronald Reagan's life. This kind of plot thread with kind of a manager or a KGB agent telling the story kind of reminded me of the movie Elvis. Now, in Elvis's life, Elvis had a manager called Colonel Tom Parker. And, sorry, in my throat, frog in my throat. Colonel Tom Parker was a manager for Elvis, and not to get into the movie Elvis, but basically, Colonel Tom Parker had a relationship with Elvis that kind of played a big role in his life. And the movie Elvis being told by the perspective of Colonel Tom Parker made sense because Colonel Tom Parker played a big role in really what happened to Elvis in the long run, and just played a big role in his life in general if you think about it. But with this KGB agent, there is just nothing there. And also the agent played in this movie wasn't really a real person. This KGB agent is based off multiple KGB agents and Russian spies that have witnessed things during Ronald Reagan's life. So that is also a reason for that character just not to be there. But I think that the reason that they told it through that perspective was because they wanted to get through as much plot and things in his life as possible. They tell like everything in his life, which for a little over 2 hour movie, that is a lot. Ronald Reagan was in Hollywood for a little bit as an actor, and he just they were kind of telling a little bit about the little tribulations and trials that he went through, but we couldn't focus a lot about that because we kind of had multiple of those that we had to kind of touch upon. So it's just a lot of plot threads, and all of that doesn't make it a great biopic. But this movie is not awful, and the reason I don't think it's awful is because you have a really good performance by, guess who? Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid does a really good job of playing Ronald Reagan. Obviously, I'm 18, if you guys do not know. So I was not born when Ronald Reagan was president, and I've only seen a few clips of the real man going into this movie before watching it. So I don't know how much accuracy he was in his performance, but I thought he transformed in the role for sure, and lots of the dramatic moments that went pretty quickly hit at least a little bit because of his performance, and also the what's it called, the like the set design from each time period in the movie is also really well done. It takes you to a whole different world and time period like it was supposed to do. So that is really good. And also, Ronald Reagan was a really humorous man, sarcastic man, and they kind of captured that in the movie. And that made for some pretty good jokes that I thought at least were kind of Hollywoodized and kind of made up just to add jokes in the movie. But apparently some of them are real. Lots of those interpretations of real life things that happened in Ronald Reagan's life, whether that's dramatic or comedic, was really well done. I just wish there wasn't a lot of plot threads about him and his wife's relationship and multiple terrible things that happened in his life that were showcased in the movie, and because some of those things did not want to be there, and some of those things I wanted to learn more about. So if you just want to go into this movie to know about the things that happened to Ronald Reagan, and not really learn a lot about it in the movie and just kind of read upon it later, I think you will really like it because it's kind of well acted, and lots of the cinematography and the style of the movie at times is really good. But other than that, I think if you're going to want to go into a movie that's really deep and goes into a lot of Ronald Reagan's life, I think you will be really disappointed in it. But anyways, guys, that's just what I think of Reagan. What did you guys think of Reagan? Let me know in the comment section down below all your thoughts. I know that I actually did see this movie kind of opening weekend, but I had a nasty cough. So I didn't really get a chance to review it until now. But if you guys still are watching, then I thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification after you subscribe for more upcoming videos. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.